Hi, I'm Taylor Winnie Hughes, and today I'm going to teach you the basics of shooting good video using WAFFLE. WAFFLE stands for white balance, audio, focus, framing, lighting, and exposure. White balance. Make sure to always white balance your shot before shooting and when the light changes in an area. Audio. Yes, audio is half a video. Make sure that you're recording good audio by recording at proper levels and not clipping on input. Also make sure you use the right microphone for the job. I don't want my microphone visible in this video, so I'm not using a lav, and because they're omnidirectional, it'll pick up the background sounds in my house. So for shots like this, I prefer to use a shotgun mic, which is what I'm using. Focus. Make sure all your shots are in focus, because there's nothing worse than getting back to editing and realizing your shot's fuzzy and it's nearly impossible to fix. If you're shooting by yourself, use an object to block out where you are, and then focus on that object and take its place. Framing. Framing is about good composition. You'll see that I'm sitting slightly offset because following the rule of thirds makes visuals more interesting. I'm also sitting where two lines intersect because it makes the video focus on me. Lastly, I'm not sitting in front of a flat wall because it gives bad shadows, and because they're just not interesting. Instead, I'm sitting in front of all these fun things that I own, and I think that they're super fun to look at. Lighting. Good lighting is key and separates the amateurs from the professionals. 3-point lighting is incredibly important when you're first starting out, using a fill, key, and backlight. Lastly is exposure. Make sure your videos are exposed properly. This sounds easy, but the cameras can be a little bit difficult to get used to, especially with gain. Just like a DSLR, changing your iris size or your shutter speed will change the amount of light that comes in. On these cameras too, the light changes when you zoom in and out, so it's important to pay attention to your exposure when you're zooming. But back to gain. These cameras are notorious for visual noise at high gain, which is hard when you're shooting in low light conditions, because gain is the visual equivalent of sand. High gain and low gain can be the difference between sharp video and video that looks like a blanket. And that was the basics of shooting. WAFFLE is just the beginning, and there's so much more to learn when it comes to audio and video, but don't stray too far from WAFFLE. Only make changes for artistic reasons, and only when they're justified. For now, I recommend sticking with WAFFLE until you're good at it.